Representative Thielen.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have two announcements. The first is that on this Sunday, April 22nd, the I Love Kailua Town Party will be held, and that's from 11 till 4. Live entertainment, food booths, crafts, and plants, and it is on the roadway area fronting Macy's. The second announcement, I would like to thank the members for participating in our annual Hemp Aloha Friday. For those of you that wore hemp shirts or natural fiber shirts in honor of Earth Day, I thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, in 1999, the legislature passed a bill establishing the Industrial Hemp Research Project. Governor Cayetano signed that into law. The research project took place over a 3-year period and was highly successful in identifying the strain, the variety that would work best in Hawaii, the industrial hemp variety. The University of Hawaii at the same time did research out there and discovered that hemp is one of the best crops to pull contaminants from the soil. So in other words, when you have a Superfund site, one of your best ways of cleaning that up is to plant industrial hemp. The former Kentucky State Treasurer has just commented, and his leading sentence is, "Smoking hemp can't get you high. It just might make you feel a little foolish that you tried." And then he goes on with, more significantly, legalized industrial hemp production could emerge as a prolific cash crop that could bring hundreds of millions of dollars of revenue to Kentucky and many billions of dollars to the United States. He notes that there are more than 25,000 uses for the crop, including rope, clothing, automotive paneling, door installation, and even makeup. More exciting to the former Kentucky State Treasurer is hemp's application as a clean-burning alternative fuel. He notes, hemp burns with no carbon emissions, produces twice as much ethanol per acre as corn. And while biofuel critics have raised alarms at the diversion of food products into fuel production, causing a recent spike in food prices, hemp has no such negative economic side effects. Moreover, hemp crops need no pesticides to flourish, and their cultivation leaves the soil more enriched. Legalizing industrial hemp would provide a no-risk, no-victim economic jackpot for the United States. And then he notes 70% of the Kentuckians support the legalized use of industrial hemp. Equally exciting, Mr. Speaker, is hemp as a building product. This is a legal product produced in the United Kingdom and brought back by me to Hawaii. This is hemp and lime composite, and they are building homes out of this in England. The homes are termite impervious. Termites don't like it. They just leave it alone, which would be wonderful for Hawaii. It's also very insulating material. When your walls are built out of this industrial hemp, you don't need air conditioning, and the termites won't eat it. So when you take a look at our ag land, Mr. Speaker, and you realize that we want to keep it in active agricultural production, we also want to stimulate building. Both of these work together. And while Hawaii had its initial research project, I would like to see Hawaii move forward into full-grown agricultural production. Speaker Emeritus had an excellent bill to start that. I think that we have to look at industrial hemp as economic development. Those bills should not be referred to public safety. They don't have any business there. pry some of this off and try to smoke it, you'll just get diarrhea and a headache. This is not hallucinogenic. And the bills that are promoting industrial hemp need to be put into economic development and agriculture, and people in this body need to realize this is Hawaii's future. It's green future. And happy Earth Day.
Thank you very much.